Depending on how the Giants season goes, would you expect, and do you believe they expect, that Pat Shurmur will be their head coach next season?
I think the key to that question is your first question. They have to say, first of all, is this the right guy to shepherd the development of this young quarterback that we picked number 6 overall? If the answer is no, then you can see them making a change, especially given the record. That gives them the opportunity to do it. If the answer is yes, then he gets to stay and continue to develop the quarterback.
Which perfectly sets up the topic, because that is probably the absolute wrong way to make this decision. If there's one thing we've seen in the NFL, it is that they have started hiring these quarterback whisperers, these quarterback gurus to be their head coaches, and almost without exception, it has been a dismal failure. See Cleveland, see the Jets, see Dirk Cutter in Tampa Bay, and see Matt Nagy right now in Chicago. You hire these guys to just coach your quarterback, and somehow the rest of the football team falls apart.
Let me give you a scenario, G. And look, I remember going through this process with Ed Orgeron at LSU, and everybody wanted Tom Herman. They wanted to hire Ryan Day. They wanted a bunch of guys that were hot names. And I was able to go to practice and see how players responded to Ed Orgeron. And I said, this is the head coach for LSU. Now, whether he can go to a board and write out this elaborate display of X's and O's, I don't know that. But I know every one of those players, when he started talking and when he pushed them, they wanted to play for him.
Look what's happening in Baltimore. That's the perfect example. They didn't go out and hire some new offensive guru to be their head coach because they wanted to put in something creative for Lamar Jackson. They have an excellent head coach. They have a guy who was just sitting in the quarterback room working with the quarterback all the time, which Adam Gase and Freddie Kitchens and Matt Nagy don't have time to do.
I think that the thing that Baltimore, and I would say Buffalo as well with Josh Allen, like Josh Allen's playing good, consistent football for that team, is they've got head coaches, right? And we often talk about leadership. Leadership is not just about leading. It's also about making everybody better. And when you have just a singular head coach, he's the one that can make everyone better. And then you have position coaches or offensive coordinators that can solely focus on leading just that quarterback, right? When you hire these coaches, and listen, it has worked at times, but when you hire these coaches that have to lead the quarterback and have to lead the offense and lead the football team, they're incapable of making everyone better, and we're seeing that in the NFL.
They hire 6, 7, 8 new head coaches every single year in the NFL, and what you've heard the last couple of years during that process is people saying the pipeline is drying up, right? All these guys have been sort of over-promoted, quarterback coach to head coach. He washes out in a year or two. Now you go down the line. Get you a head coach. Get yourself a John Harbaugh, a Mike Tomlin. Sean McVay is not a success in Los Angeles because he fixed Jared Goff. He's a success in Los Angeles because he runs the building and everybody respects him and he has that ability. Everyone who ever worked for him is not automatically going to bring that.
That's the point, is that we went through a phase there where anyone who had Sean McVay's number in their contacts got a head coaching job in the league, and Swagoo, not everyone is able to do what he's doing.
Gee, it's ironic that a defensive coach has been dominating the NFL for the last 10 to 12 years in Bill Belichick. Delegate these guys and put them in situations that Greg Roman in Baltimore, he said, Lamar, I'm here with you every day. This is what we gonna do. What do you like to do? You, like to Dan's point, you can't do that as a head coach. It's too many things going on. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app, and for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.